I know that some fans find the reveal of the reboot to be a bit of a letdown, but it's actually a good thing. But first, let's get into why World Trigger is liked. For starters, this isn't the typical shonen based around the power of friendship. The protagonist Osamu starts off the series weak but grows to become a competent strategist and team leader. The combat resembles a team-based tactical game where teamwork and planning matter more than brute strength. It has huge, well-developed cast where even side characters feel vital. In short, the source material is fantastic, and so if this is the case, why was the reboot to the first season a good thing? The reason was that the first season had several issues that weren't part of the source material. The first one we are going into was the dreadful pacing and padding. The number one issue was the pacing. Episodes would be padded out to stretch the manga's content. The first few minutes of the episodes would be used to recap what happened in the previous episode. The opening would also be played in the middle of the episode, and they would have ending segments with characters explaining something, not to mention the recap episodes. The second issue was the filler arc. We are not going to talk about how good or bad the filler arc is. Instead, we are going to talk about how it is a 15-episode filler arc injected into the B-Rank Wars arc. This arc comes out of nowhere. It doesn't make much sense in universe to happen for our characters to go on vacation while in a tournament arc, and the plot of the filler arc is completely disconnected from anything else happening, making it feel like a detour. The third was the animation. Now, for me personally, the animation by itself is a 5 out of 10. Okay. And for anyone who uses 7 out of 10 for okay, just imagine using that for 5 instead. My reason for saying that it's okay is because even though it does just have the characters standing completely still while talking, when it comes to most important moments, the anime really stepped up and made those moments memorable. However, if this was the only issue, then that would be it. But unfortunately, something else has happened. Look at these two instances. One from the first season, and the other from season 2. As you can see, when the Tryon body is damaged in the first season, it has an overwhelming amount of Tryon shooting out from the area that was damaged. In the one from season 2, you can see that instead of gushing green energy, it instead looks like a robotic body leaking black smoke. If you could guess, from season 2 onwards, the anime is more visually faithful to the source material because the first season censors the fights. Not only in this instance of how Tryon bodies are damaged, but also in some cutaways that didn't happen in the manga, like the fight between Arafune and Kuga, where Kuga cut off Arafune's legs. The anime makes this weird effort to not show the damage, despite this being a fight, other important fights showing more, and even when a character actually gets injured, they show blood. This is also in contradiction towards other fights that they do, like when Osamu was taken out of a fight very early on in the B-Rank Wars arc, they completely show his Tryon body being blown apart, yet try to hide Kuga cutting off Arafune's legs. The only censor I agree with from them was to do with Enidora's death, because it did have a lot of blood along with his hand being severed. Though shocking, I feel like for a series like World Trigger it was a bit too much. My main reason for this was Kuga's death, where he had it far worse than Enidora, where he had a hole in his head, a leg missing, an arm missing, and a hole in his side, yet it was mostly blood that was shown, while with Enidora we saw a little more with his injury. With the reboot, they have the opportunity to spread the series even farther than before, with the same animation as seasons 2 and 3. Some believed that the series was over because this wasn't season 4, but with Ashihara's health, the series has become monthly and the road to the 4th season will be far off. I truly do love season 1. It has its flaws for sure, and I still believe the reboot is a good thing, but that doesn't mean I'll forget what came before and allowed me to love this series. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below so that I can keep making videos for all of you in the future. Have a nice day.